single week I come back with a new guest, with a new live session and a new topic. And this time around I wanted to come back with something that you guys are have been, highly requesting us. And it was about, hiring process, interviews, and how Dipsing approaches all of this. And so for that I have the perfect person, which is Hamail. She's our AJ executive here at Dipsing. Hamail, before we, get too much into this topic and talk about everything that everybody wants to know basically, I want you to give your introduction, how you began your journey at DevSing, and how it's been so far.
Right. So, hi, Soha, and thank you so much for the brief introduction. This is Hamail, guys, and it's been more than 2.5 years with DevZing, and I would highly want to, mention it out. कि definitely, जो session है, this is particularly for the people who are seeking opportunities as a fresh graduate. Right, हमारा जो core notion था वो यही था, and I just want to, mention it out that I have also joined DevZing as an intern, right? And side by side, then going forward, it turned out to be a full-time position of associate HR executive. And now it's been more than 2.5 years with DevSing.
Yeah. So, while I feel like a lot of people, we have this question here. I just want to first, get a bit of your background, and then we can, get into all of these interesting questions that everybody wants to ask, basically.
Right.
So, you started here through internship, which is very interesting, right? How was that, and how did you score that internship, and how did you then basically transition into, having a permanent job here? How has it been?
Yeah. So Soha, back in 2021, when I got graduated from Government College University, Lahore, it was just the COVID time. COVID was about to be end at that time. It was just like a devsing ka at that time. मुझे frankly speaking idea भी नहीं था. And
Yeah.
then my friend was working here as a software engineer. He referred me out for
Mm-hmm.
like internship position. Na? So
Mm-hmm.
I came up for the interview, and within 2 to 3 days, probably I secured that internship.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a 3 months internship tenure. I learned a lot, and a lot, starting from the recruitment perspective, then some bits of the operation side as well. Particularly, primarily, I was working for the recruitment side of the fresh graduates. At that time, Devzing was a company of, you can say, 280 employees.
Mm-hmm.
When I joined, so I got to know that हमें target बना हुआ है as an HR department that we have to make it up for 350 employees by the end of 2021. So
Mm-hmm.
this was a huge milestone for us. And this was something that was very interesting for me as well. कि मैं एक company की growth के अंदर एक crucial part play करूँगी. I'll be working for the HR department for the hiring process of the fresh graduates. So वहीं
Yeah.
से ही हमारे प्रोसेस स्टार्ट हुए. ड्राइव्स हम लोग रिक्रूटमेंट ड्राइव्स करते होते थे. हमारी पहले इन हाउस होती थी, फिर डेफिनेटली हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी से लाइसेंस बिल्डिंग हुई. वहाँ पे जाके हम लोग ड्राइव्स रिक्रूटमेंट ड्राइव्स कंडक्ट करते होते थे. एंड देन वी achieved the target of 350 employees. And then in 2022, we got the target of making it up a 1,000 employee centric company, and we have achieved it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was my overall journey with DevZing. Turned out to be a great experience oriented, and a journey that has played a crucial role in my grooming, both in professional and personal aspects.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen Devsing like since the very start, and having to grow that into something that is now huge and it has a big cause attached to it. I think it's amazing. And again, being attached to a department from the very start, it really, you kind of like personally want, that becomes your own baby and you want it to grow. So
Yes.
really, it's really, something great. And since, LinkedIn हमारा एक ऐसा platform है जिसमें a lot of people want us to acknowledge about, कि jobs किस तरह करनी, internships किस तरह secure करनी है. So I feel like you being that person telling today कि, you started from internship and you've got where you've gotten. It's amazing. Acha, let's, we have started getting questions and everything. So let's start with, a one burning question that a lot of people ask us is, कि, why does Devsing only hire fresh graduates? Why is it that?
Okay, so this is the core question, जो कि हम multiple platforms के ऊपर पूछा भी जाता है कि why Devsing is keenly focusing on the recruitment of fresh graduates particularly. So there are multiple reasons why Devzing prefer hiring fresh graduates over the candidates with more experience. Definitely, we do hire the people with, having some industry experience as well on multiple stacks. But the core reason behind targeting the fresh graduates is कि हमारा जो business model है, that's actually promotes the training of fresh graduates.
Mm-hmm.
फ्रेश ग्रेजुएट्स होते हैं उसके अंदर उनके अंदर मोल्डेबिलिटी बहुत ज्यादा होती है, ठीक है.
Mm-hmm.
They comes up they come up like clean slate, allowing
Mm-hmm.
the company to mold them according to the specific requirements,
Yeah.
quality, methodologies, and cultures. Okay,
Yeah.
so we pick them out from scratch and then train them according to our required stacks. There are multiple stacks which Devzing is working. Priorly, we were focusing on some specific stacks, but now Devzing, mashallah, has grown a lot, and the pace with which we have been growing, हम multiple stacks ऊपर भी prepare कर चुके हैं, जिसके अंदर है ROR, React, JS, Node, Angular, Python, Mean, Blockchain. And core focus जो हमारा fresh graduates के ऊपर इसीलिए होता है कि they are they get very easily trained. 3 months का हमारा ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम होता है जिसके अंदर हम फ्रेश ग्रेजुएट जैसे ही हमारे पास ऑन बोर्ड होते हैं हम उसको प्रॉपर्ली ट्रेन करते हैं. 3 months का ट्रेनिंग पीरियड वो कंप्लीट आउट करते हैं, देन वी move him or her out to the live project.
Mm-hmm.
बाकी मैं बात करूँ तो definitely innovation and creativity, fresh graduates often being the new perspectives and have innovative ideas and up to date knowledge from the recent education. Na? So they may not be bound by traditional approaches and can offer creative solutions and creative insights to the problems. So that's the core notion behind targeting the fresh graduates. And अगर मैं इसके अलावा बात करूँ तो fresh graduates जो होते हैं, they are more likely to be familiar with the latest technologies, tools, and programming languages. हमारा तो डेफिनेटली टेक ओरिएंटेड कंपनी है. डेवजिंग तो हमारा तो कोर फोकस जो है, they are the latest technologies to pick up on them. So this is very advantageous for a tech-oriented company like that. So
Yeah.
we can quickly adapt the emerging trends and technologies for future growth.
Yeah, that only makes sense. And also, being able to, I feel like being a company that is out there actually, hunting down for fresh graduates, I feel like it feels like a place that you need to be in, and you feel like you'll probably even belong there. So, and as somebody that works here, I've seen so much young talent here, and that is not just there to, again, as you've said, कि कोई traditional approach नहीं होती, they're very moldable, but also there's so much room to grow, and there's so many mentors present on site to help them achieve what they want. And I don't know if you guys know this, but even if you don't feel like working in a stack, you always have that option, and they always like offer you okay, you can change it up to this and what's going to be better for you. So having a company that is really looking out for you and your career is something that is great, and I feel like Devzing is doing a great job at it. Acha Hamail, I feel like this is also something that needs to be addressed, is ke, once a software engineer is in DevSync, right? Maybe they come as an ASC या कोई भी junior starting job की position होती है. How does DevSync make sure कि what their growth map will be? So they are getting hired and उनको कुछ stack and sign हो रहा है, team sign हो रही है. But then क्या आगे growth map होता है? Because I feel like कि fresh graduates are very very confused in this regard and they don't know. So they just want a job अभी उस तरीके से, they're not really mapping out their future. So how does Zing, comes into this picture, and how does it play its role?
Right, true that. Definitely fresh graduates होते हैं, इंडस्ट्री का इतना ज़्यादा नॉलेज नहीं होता, प्रोफेशनल लाइफ की इतनी बिल्डअप नहीं हुई होती प्रोफेशनल लाइफ, और कोई ऐसा उन्होंने फ्लेवर पास में नहीं लिया होता. There are some people, they do have some experience of any MTU program or any internship, but primarily अगर मैं बात करूँ डेवजिंग की हायरिंग की, तो हमारे पास जो ज़्यादा चंक आते हैं वो फ्रेश ग्रेजुएट्स ही होते हैं. After meeting on board, तो definitely first of all मैंने पहले अपने जो हमने क्वेश्चन एड्रेस किया था उसके अंदर मेंशन किया था that we do offer a training program of 3 months, right? So 3 months के ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम का ना सोहा कोर नोशन ही यही है कि definitely we are picking up the fresh graduate direct from the university, okay? And he or she is just like a clean slate. Now definitely we'll be providing a complete roadmap to that fresh graduate, that what he will be up to, right? Starting from the program, in 3 months training program, we'll be giving him a complete detailed knowledge. First of all, हम एक दो stacks के ऊपर focus करते हैं, ठीक है, and then definitely हम prefer करते हैं कि multiple stacks के ऊपर भी fresh graduates बाकी जैसे ही हम उनको लाइव प्रोजेक्ट्स के साथ एसोसिएट करवाते हैं तो गोइंग फॉरवर्ड विद द पैसेज ऑफ टाइम दे नो they get to know के how to actually work on with the client side, right? How to actually work on within the team. ट्रेनिंग में तो डेफिनेटली क्योंकि यूनिवर्सिटी का सेटअप ये होता है ना, अपना अपना सोल भी पेपर्स हो गए
Yeah.
एक्सेट्रा कि जैसे ही स्टेप इन करते हैं प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में तो 3 मंथ्स का रूम इसीलिए देते हैं ताकि अपनी यू कैन से सेल्फ प्रोफेशनल ग्रूमिंग के ऊपर फोकस करें, ठीक है, जिसके
Mm.
अंदर टेक भी आती हैं, मल्टीपल अदर इंटरपर्सनल स्किल्स भी आती हैं, फिर उसके बाद लाइफ प्रोजेक्ट्स के अंदर ऊपर जैसे शिफ्ट होती है तो गेट टू नो दैट हाउ एक्चुअली थिंग्स वर्क इन द प्रोफेशनल लाइफ के साथ, जैसे मैंने ऑलरेडी मेंशन किया, काम करते हैं, टीम के साथ काम करते हैं, बॉन्डिंग्स होती हैं, दे नो कि अच्छा यार मुझे हमें डेडलाइंस किस तरह मीट करनी है, हाउ टू वर्क ऑन द प्रोजेक्ट्स, अपना अपना जो वर्क एथिक है उसको किस तरह मेंटेन करना है। साइड बाय साइड ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम के साथ साथ हमारे यहाँ पे डिफरेंट वर्कशॉप्स भी होती रहती हैं दिवजिंग में। टेक क्लब हमारा, यू मस्ट बी फेमिलियर विद दैट एज वेल। टेक क्लब हमारे यहाँ पे प्रॉपरली इनिशिएट होता है जिसके अंदर मल्टीपल engineers who have part लेते हैं, they come up with problems and they discuss them, they come up with a solution as well. इसके अलावा कुछ mentorship trainings भी होती हैं, where experienced engineers mentor the junior people. They provide guidance, support, valuable insights into navigating the company's culture, projects, and career advancement opportunities. फिर अगर मैं बात करूँ तो डिफरेंट हमारे यहाँ पे challenges भी होते रहते हैं, जिसका हम बात करूँ हैकाथॉन्स होते रहते हैं कुछ।
Mm.
We encourage our internal coding competitions as well to foster the creativity and collaboration and development of the software engineers ताकि उनको आइडिया हो। बाकी अगर मैं प्रोफेशनल टर्म्स की बात करूँ तो देयर इज अ फुल फ्लेज लेटर, कि हर कंपनी का एक स्पेसिफिक लेटर होता है, from starting from the starting from very start of the career and depending on the end of the career। हम यूजुअली जैसे ही फ्रेश ग्रेजुएट को ऑनबोर्ड करते हैं उसके अपना रिटेंशन प्लान करते हैं, राइट? सो
Mm.
देयर इज प्रॉपर प्लेटफॉर्म जिसके थ्रू हम उनको गुजारवाते हैं एंड देन प्लान रिटेंशन ऑफ दैट।
Yeah. So, Asha, we are getting a lot of questions out. Acha, so as you went into the detail of किस तरीके से हमारा ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम होता है 3 months का होता है, and again you were really trying to put the resource into a good use. एक question that I've gotten here is कि how does the company make sure कि जो growth plan है that aligns with the need of the resource itself and also the company goals. So like it's if somebody is being hired and उनका जो growth plan है वो किस तरह कंपनी के goals के साथ भी align करता है. So अब क्योंकि एक हम fresh graduates की अगर बात करें, so they also kind of since they're so new into this whole landscape of corporate and jobs, they kind of want to also cling on to the security of their job as well. So I feel like this question comes from this place कि किस तरह से फिर कंपनी इंश्योर करती है कि अगर उनकी हायरिंग जो है या उनकी जो ग्रोथ प्लान है वो कंपनी गोल्स के साथ अलाइन करते हैं.
अच्छा, यूजुअली अगर हम बात करें ना हमारे इंटरव्यू प्रोसेस की तो बहुत सारी चीज़ें हमें हमारे इंटरव्यू प्रोसेस के अंदर ही क्लियर आउट हो जाती हैं जब हमारी evaluations होती हैं after getting clears the technical rounds of the interview. So there is a last round that is actually the HR assessment जिसके अंदर हम ये तमाम aspects जो हैं उसको consider out करते हैं कि what are the goals of the candidate, वो अपना future progression कहाँ तक देखता है, 2 साल 3 साल, या either he is also or she is also on the same page कि he or she wants to retire with the dancing. So बहुत सारी चीज़ें जो हैं वो इंटरव्यू प्रोसेस के दौरान ही हमें पता चल जाती हैं। बाकी हमारी जो हमारा जो कोर फोकस होता है वो इसी चीज़ के ऊपर ही होता है कि अगर if a person wants to flourish his or her career in particular stack तो definitely हम अपनी साइड से वो प्रेप जरूर प्रोवाइड करें by definitely providing the pace of working on the projects associated with that particular stack as well. So there is always a room of flexibility within this case. जिस तरह for instance अगर मैं बात करूँ, मैं software engineering I actually want कि मेरा जो career है उसकी progression line के अंदर जाए, मेरे पास experience भी है इसका, और even if मेरे पास experience नहीं भी है तो definitely हमारे यहाँ पे इतना flexible environment है कि हम यहाँ पे अपनी ये चीज़ mention करते हैं कि यार मेरा इस चीज़ से मैं impressed है, I want myself to be a master of this stack. सो उसके अकॉर्डिंगली ही हम कोशिश करते हैं कि अपने एम्प्लॉइज़ को वो पेस प्रोवाइड कर सकें कि वो अपनी जो प्रोग्रेशन है उसको हमारी प्रोग्रेशन के इन पैरेलल चला सकें। सो दैट्स यू कैन से हम हमारा हमारा कोर नोशन ही यही है। एंड
Yeah,
अगर
yeah.
ना कोर रिटेंशन रेट की तो डेवजिंग का रिटेंशन रेट बहुत सस्टेन्ड है भी इसी वजह से।
Yeah. Yeah.
हमारे एम्प्लॉइज की पर्सनल ग्रोथ है, जिस तरह हम अपनी पर्सनल कैपेसिटी में अपनी प्रोफेशनल ग्रोथ को देखते हैं, हमारी साइड से भी वो जो ग्रोथ है वो उसकी स्क्रीन्स और उसकी प्लेटफॉर्म्स के थ्रू प्रोवाइड की जाती
Yes. Acha, since a lot of people are joining and so they're asking a lot of questions के अच्छा, a lot of the questions are stemming from कि जी डेब्सिंग हम फिर किस तरह join करें, you know, हम उनको भी insights दे रहे हैं कि this is how the training program is, this is how, you know, ये होता है वो होता है. So they want to know okay how to join डेब्सिंग, but before that they were also asking interview, basically के how do you really ace the interview, since I'm pretty sure you guys are, you know, the HR department is really the forefront of these interviews, and they are the one that are, you know, recruiting and really shortlisting these candidates. So first, how can you be highlighted while you're, you know, giving out your CV? How can you be highlighted and have the more chances of being shortlisted? And then when you actually show up for the interview, how do you make sure that you're probably the one that's getting the job? So this is one
हैं.
question that, you know, we're getting a lot here.
या अच्छा, हम डिफरेंट यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में भी जाते हैं, तो वहाँ पे भी हमारे जो स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं, जो फ्रेश ग्रेजुएट्स होते हैं और पीपल हु आर अबाउट टू ग्रेजुएट, उनका कोर जो फोकस होता है वो इसी क्वेश्चन पे ही होता है कि यार व्हाट आर द स्ट्रेटजीज टू एस द इंटरव्यू,
Yeah.
राइट? सो अगर मैं सिर्फ फ्रेश ग्रेजुएट्स की बात करूँ तो डेफिनेटली फ्रेश ग्रेजुएट्स का ऐसा कोई एक्सपीरियंस नहीं होता, लेकिन बट आई विल बी यू नो what as a department we focus, our core focus is on the, you know, technical abilities of the candidate. Sorry. Whenever a person comes up, definitely सबसे पहले हम shortlisting की बात करें, CV shortlisting, तो CV हम अक्सर fresh graduates को भी इसी चीज़ के ऊपर pinpoint कर रहे होते हैं कि just be very factual in presenting
Yeah.
yourself or your CV. Your CV is your representation, right? So, try to mention all the factual realities of CV. These are my educational. This is my educational background. I'm a master of this. I did these, extracurricular activities in my, educational career as well. बाकी अगर हम बात करें interpersonal skills की, तो interpersonal skills are very important, very very important. Definitely, we do consider them as well. By after demonstrating the technical skills, कुछ candidates होते हैं वो सिर्फ technical skills के ऊपर ही focus कर रहे होते हैं, interpersonal skills की तरफ इतना उनका influence नहीं हो पाता. लेकिन I would highly suggest कि please side by side अपनी technical abilities के साथ साथ अपनी interpersonal skills को भी polish करें. इसके अलावा अगर हम जब whenever a candidate comes up for the interview ना, तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हमारा जो कोर फोकस होता है वो इसी चीज़ के ऊपर ही होता है कि हम उसको पहले एक टेक्निकल राउंड से पास करवा दें, ठीक है? क्योंकि डेफिनेटली जो मेन नोशन है वो यही है कि ही और शी वांट्स टू सिक्योर अ जॉब इन द टेक फील्ड, राइट? So after those technical steps, then we jump into the interpersonal skills. वहाँ पे हम ये चीज़ चेक ऑन करते हैं कि अच्छा यार relevant experience या फिर relevant tech knowledge के अलावा is this candidate showcasing some soft skills as well, जिसके अंदर communication है, teamwork है, time management है, problem solving skills है, analytical skills हैं, adaptability है, flexibility है, ठीक है? क्योंकि definitely जो start में training के बाद we have to build ourselves, we have to groom ourselves professionally, right? आपको टेक्निकल स्किल्स के साथ साथ अपनी इंटरपर्सनल स्किल्स आप पॉलिश करेंगे, आपके अंदर टाइम मैनेजमेंट एबिलिटी, आपके अंदर प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग एबिलिटी, आपको एक फॉर इंस्टेंस एक कन्फ्लिक्ट आ गया है, उस कन्फ्लिक्ट को एक्चुअली में रिजॉल्व कैसे करना है, राइट? आज आप एक लाइव प्रोजेक्ट के ऊपर मूव होकर काम कर रहे हैं, कल को यू विल बी द वन जो कि लाइव प्रोजेक्ट जाके पिच भी करके आएगा, right? So at that time you would be at the lead position, and for a good leadership role you have to be very very efficient in your management skills as well. So these are the bits जिसके ऊपर हमारा core focus भी होता है. बाकी definitely enthusiasm or passion, that's also something very important throughout the interview. I think a candidate who is conveying great enthusiasm and a passion for the role, for the company particularly, definitely after passing all the rounds we will be considering those candidates on priority as well.
Yes, and I feel like as you've mentioned, interpersonal skills and having a good communication. I feel like उसमें कहीं ना कहीं we also our universities and the way our curriculum is designed comes in hand because so we're in universities जब एक fresh graduate जब आता है university से तो उसमें एक आपकी routine होती है कि you just have to get your presentation done and so sometimes you would also miss your presentation and sometimes you would not want to do that and other times you would just skip it and again in university you're like I just have to thrive off my efforts and my skills and that is what it is. But I feel like when you are entering the job market the competition is so high that everybody wants this one position that you're also applying for, so there's only so many chances that you're going to end up in it. I know you mentioned कि communication skills वगैरह अच्छी होनी चाहिए, but how would you say कि before you enter the job market you really make sure that these are some soft skills that if you are very well set on it then you'll do very well in at least majority of the interviews that you are going to give out. So apart from communication, what else do you feel like कि होना चाहिए? जिस तरह, for example, we could have a cultural fit and everything.
Yeah, exactly. I have mentioned it out that a person must be a good conflict resolver, right? A teamwork ability, teamwork management, इसके अलावा प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग मैनेजमेंट, आपकी टेक्निकल प्रोफिशिएंसी के साथ साथ अगर मैं बात करूँ जैसे डेफिनेटली मैंने मेंशन किया कि आज व्हेनेवर यू विल पास दैट ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम आप लाइव प्रोजेक्ट पे शिफ्ट होके उस लाइव प्रोजेक्ट के साथ एसोसिएट होके काम करेंगे, लेकिन देयर कम्स अप अ टाइम, देयर विल कम अप अ टाइम जब आपको वो प्रोजेक्ट pitch भी करना होगा, you will be owning that project too, right? So at that time definitely आपके अंदर resources भी होंगे, आपके अंदर एक proper team build भी होगी, तो there are some things, there are some you can say learnings that are learnable, but there are some things जो कि हमें अपनी खुद भी पॉलिश करनी चाहिए। जिस तरह अगर मैं बात करूँ टेक्निकल एबिलिटीज की, तो एक फ्रेश ग्रेजुएट हमारे पास आ गया है, उसके उसके लिए एक न्यू स्टैक लर्न करना, इट्स अ बिल्डेबल थिंग, इट्स अ लर्नेबल थिंग, राइट? हम उसको ट्रेनिंग दे सकते हैं, वो सिंटेक्स लर्न कर सकता है, एंड देन डेफिनेटली आज वो एक स्टैक का मास्टर है, कल को वो मल्टीपल स्टैक का मास्टर बन सकता है। लेकिन देयर आर सर्टेन थिंग्स डेफिनेटली जिसके ऊपर हमें पर्सनल पर्सपेक्टिव के ऊपर बहुत फोकस करना चाहिए, जिसके अंदर मैंने ऑलरेडी मेंशन किया, हमारे पास आ जाती है कि अच्छा यार आपकी टीम में कल कोई कंफ्लिक्ट आ रहा है, आप उसको किस तरह रिजॉल्व करेंगे, ठीक है? आप अगर आप किसी प्रॉब्लम को फेस करें, आपकी टीम किसी प्रॉब्लम को फेस करिए, उस प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग अप्रोच होगी या नहीं हो पाएगी आपसे, आप उसके ऊपर फोकस कर पाएंगे या नहीं कर पाएंगे, अडेप्टेबिलिटी कितनी है आपके अंदर। फॉर इंस्टेंस अगर आज आप एक स्टैक के ऊपर काम कर रहे हैं, वुड यू बी रिजिड कि मैंने इसी स्टैक के ऊपर ही काम करते रहना है, मेरा फ्यूचर प्रोग्रेशन जो है वो इसी स्टैक के ऊपर ही होगा, या फिर आई एम फ्लेक्सिबल एंड अडेप्टेबल इनफ कि मैं ये बोलूँ कि यार ठीक है, आई एम अ मास्टर ऑफ समथिंग बट आई ऑल्सो वांट टू लर्न दिस स्टैक एंड दिस स्टैक। So these are some traits apart from communication, problem solving skills, teamwork, leadership, adaptability, जो कि टेक्निकल प्रोफिशिएंसी के साथ साथ हम लोग evaluate करते हैं। These are very very important क्योंकि जैसा मैंने ऑलरेडी मेंशन किया, स्टैक्स एंड टेक्निकल लर्निंग जो है वो बिल्डेबल है, वो हम आहिस्ता आहिस्ता लर्न कर सकते हैं, ठीक है? लेकिन दीज आर द ट्रेट्स जो डेफिनेटली हमें अपने अंदर ये मोटिवेशन रखनी चाहिए कि अच्छा यार हमने अभी के लिए एक कन्फ्लिक्ट रिजॉल्वर बनना है, ना कि कन्फ्लिक्ट क्रिएटर बनना है। हमारे अंदर लीडरशिप अप्रोच होनी चाहिए, डजंट मैटर आई एम एट अ जूनियर पोजीशन और अ सीनियर पोजीशन, if there is a problem I should be open up, if there is something which I can suggest to my team or my team lead I should be open up, ठीक है? तो these are the traits of good leaders। आपके अंदर adaptability होनी चाहिए, जिसका मैंने already mention किया इसको completely। बाकी definitely technical abilities are a must ability, तो वो तो होनी चाहिए।
Yeah, and I feel like you've mentioned it very well, adaptability. Last week we were having a session with Junaid Ramit Saab in the North office as well, and उससे पहले भी we've had couple sessions. और उसमें एक बात जो tech और IT sector में आप होती है ना, it's like having the mindset of adaptability because it's such a ever evolving and such a fast paced landscape to मतलब exist in ना, you can't just stick to one technology and be like this is where I'm just going to thrive off and this is what I'm going to stick to. No, like the tech world is crazy. It's like very fast paced and you cannot just cling on to something and make sure okay, this is something you're going to get the best out of, right? And
And
again
I would like to add on this also has a very great impact on collaborating with the team members, right?
yeah,
The more adaptable you are, the more collaborative you will be with your team members, right?
yes. Yes, again, and also it gives birth to new ideas, and also like opens more, door for you and the opportunities that you're looking for. And again, communication skill is very important. Being a team player is very important. So there is this one burning question that we have, Hamail. So they're basically asking you, why is DevSing not going to other IT universities that are not that famous, like NUS, FAST, and ComSats? So why is DevSing not there for the job fairs and everything?
अच्छा, फॉर नाउ अगर हम अभी इस साल की बात करें तो वी हैव पार्टिसिपेटेड इन मोर देन 12 यूनिवर्सिटीज राइट दिस ईयर, जिनके जॉब फेयर्स में हमने पार्टिसिपेट किए हैं। एंड तो बिल्कुल ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ हम कॉमसेट्स फास्ट या फिर नेस्ट को प्रेफर करते, नहीं। देयर आर मल्टीपल पीपल। अगर मैं परसेंटेज बेसिस के ऊपर बात करूँ तो एल जी यू, रिफा, आई टी यू, इसके अलावा इवन there are multiple other South University of South Asia, and University of there are multiple other universities जिनको हम कहते हैं, लेकिन notion से built up हुआ है ना कि these are
Hmm.
not mainstream universities, but no,
Yeah.
we have figured it out. LGU, sorry, yes, LGU as well. We have got a great and you can say amazing chunk of technical experts from LGU back in 2022, and for now हमारे पास diversity की ratio बहुत ज़्यादा है। There are
Yes.
people from diverse institutes, और हमारे पास अगर हम बात करें तो फास्ट नास्ट एंड कॉन्सेप्ट के अलावा जिसमें मैंने ऑलरेडी मल्टीपल यूनिवर्सिटीज के नाम मेंशन कर दिए हैं, हमारे पास ऑलमोस्ट वी कैन से कि कोई भी ऐसी यूनिवर्सिटी नहीं रहेगी पर्टिकुलरली ऑफ पंजाब या लाहौर की जिसको हमने हमने अभी तक टारगेट ना किया हो, या जिसका कोई जो है स्टूडेंट जो है वो हमारे पास एज एन एम्प्लॉय ना। सो ऐसा नहीं है। बाकी हमारी कोर फोकसेस चल रही हैं, हमारे कुछ प्लान्स भी हैं, गोइंग फॉरवर्ड फ्यूचर प्लान्स भी हैं टू बिल्ड अप you can say a license building, to focus on the license building with the universities as well. Primarily भी हम लोग boot camps हो गए या फिर कुछ engagement sessions हो गए, कुछ एजुकेशनल सेशंस हो गए, इस रेफरेंस से यूनिवर्सिटीज के साथ ऑन एंड ऑफ इंटरेक्शन में रहते हैं, वहाँ पे शो अप भी करते हैं, पार्टिसिपेट भी करते हैं। एंड अगर मैं बात करूँ कोर प्लेसमेंट मेंबर्स के साथ इंटरेक्शन की, तो हमारा पर्सनल कैपेसिटी के साथ साथ वी डू इनवाइट देम टू हैव अ ऑफिशियल विजिट एज वेल। So multiple there are multiple things that are in stream with them as well for our future progression plan. So definitely we'll be definitely reaching you out guys as well.
Yes, and while we were in Islamabad, so someone during our central meetup asked Usman Saab about again this similar question, कि हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी को recognize नहीं किया जाता. So the main answer he also had at that time was कि write to us and email us from your university, like have these, if you have any club in your university or a bigger administration, they can write to us and tell us we have this talent present and they need the visibility as well. So if you feel like your university deserves the recognition, or you feel like you've got a bunch of good talent there, go ahead and make that change for your university as well. And again, I don't think so there's much stereotyping to do when we want the best talent out of Pakistan in our organization.
True that.
So
I think I would like to add on कि definitely हम everybody, especially from the operations department, you can say marketing,
yeah.
even HR, everybody's on LinkedIn, right? Do
Yes.
reach us. एंड साइड बाय साइड हमने पिछले साल एम्बेसडर प्रोग्राम लॉन्च किया था, तो उसमें
Yes.
मैं थोड़ा सा हाईलाइट करना चाहूँगी कि दैट्स एक्चुअली अ पर्सन हु विल बी अ मीडिएटर बिटवीन द यूनिवर्सिटी एंड द गवर्नमेंट। सो आप अपने अपनी यूनिवर्सिटी में जितना मैं बात करूँ, मेन यूनिवर्सिटीज में एम्बेसडर जरूर हैं, हम लोग फोकस कर रहे हैं कि हम
Yeah.
बाकी और यूनिवर्सिटी के साथ भी अपना जो एम्बेसडर प्रोग्राम है वो लॉन्च करें, ताकि जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनकी जो भी बिट्स हैं जो वो अपनी एक्सप्रेस करना चाहते हैं फॉर टेक्सिंग या फिर एनीथिंग दे वुड लाइक टू पुट ऑन द टेबल, तो वो अपने एम्बेसडर्स को रीच आउट करें, हमें ईमेल करें, ताकि हमारे पास उनकी जो भी वो चीज़ कन्वे करना चाह रहे हैं वो पहुँचे, हम उसके अकॉर्डिंगली लोगों को रीच आउट
Yes, exactly. Again, as Hamail emphasized, कि हर चीज़ it's present online, even on our social medias. We have different again काफ़ी लोगों के हमारे काफ़ी departments के काफ़ी लोग are very visible on LinkedIn. From marketing, you can reach out to me, or of course Hamail is from HA, and Halima is also from HA. So you guys can really just, there's a lot of point of contact. It's just about how you figure it out. And also, again, जो भी job posting होती है, marketing is responsible for that. So also, please हमारे social media के साथ attached रहें. Look at the daily posting and the frequency where we post. We always have these posts up. And again, अभी पिछले दिनों we had, we were recruiting for marketing executives and everything. So it's out there. The information is out there. Acha, Hamail, there is this another question. Can a person without degree but having a solid grip and big background of skills join DevSing? So they did not really mention the kind of skills they have, but they're just asking this question. Solid
Yeah,
grip and background.
definitely. If a person is not from a tech background, or he or she is a non-tech person, so definitely he or she can be associated with that. Saying हमारा एक non-tech ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम है जो हमने पिछले साल भी रन आउट किया था, एक बैच हमने ग्रेजुएट किया था, और इस साल भी उसकी रजिस्ट्रेशन जो है वो चल रही है. आई थिंक 31st is the last date for register on the form, so you can probably put on the form, fill out the form, and definitely you can be a part of DevZing and going forward. आपके जो technical skills हैं DevZing को polish करने में, polish करने में बहुत हेल्प करेगा. अगर particularly ये तो थोड़ी DevZing की साइड मैंने आपको बता दी. अगर आप personal capacity में पूछ रहे हैं तो there are multiple platforms, ठीक है, जहाँ पे आप अपनी technical abilities को polish कर सकते हैं. Khan Academy में proper courses जिसके अंदर अगर बात करूँ मैं कैसे हम स्ट्रॉन्ग करेंगे, डीबी कैसे स्ट्रॉन्ग करेंगे, डीएस के ऊपर कितना फोकस करना है, उसके ऊपर आपका दिमाग कैसे होना है, ठीक है. तो थोड़ा सा सेल्फ लर्निंग इज वेरी 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 I emphasize a lot on self-learning, right? Multiple people, अगर मैं बात करूँ, जब हमने non-tech training program launch किया था, तो उसका पूरा focus यही था कि we have noticed कि there are people from non-tech background, but they are very, very, very good when it comes to their self-learning. They have built themselves up to the mark. Coming if I talk about the analytical abilities, problem-solving abilities, technical abilities, so they are quite polished. So providing them space to do more was the notion of that non-tech
Yeah. Uh,
request. You can just
mm, mhm. So again, if you guys are interested, to join this non-tech training program, just make sure कि आप हमारे social medias में जाएं, especially our Instagram. उस पे tech empowerment program के नाम से एक link attached है. If you want to join that, please go ahead and Usman साहब के go to his Instagram and you'll know exactly what it's about. But again, as Hamail has also emphasized, I'll emphasize again, okay, it is for the non-tech graduates. So if you want to make that shift, or even if you're a person, again, as this case identified as, okay, bhai, I have a lot of background skills, so maybe attach something, some sort of like, course की completion अपने साथ attach कर लें या internship attach कर लें. So you kind of have that leverage also to be recognized. Again, it's a very very good initiative taken by DevZing. So go ahead and explore, and you might be one of the few people that get this opportunity to do, have this course availed completely free of cost. Acha, we have another question. So basically, and it's a very actually smart question. So Osama Asghar is asking us, how can I join DevZing beyond traditional methods, looking for unconventional strategies to stand out and land a role at DevZing aside from job fairs, because I'm a graduate now. I'm a graduate likha hua, but I'm a graduate now.
Yeah, so how can we land in Leipzig? Right. Acha,
Unconventional strategies.
अच्छा, there is no such strategy particularly while talk about. There is no such hard and fast rule. हमारे जितनी भी जॉब पोस्ट होती हैं, जिस तरह सोहा ने ऑलरेडी मेंशन आउट किया, हमारे हमारे जो लिंक्डइन सोशल्स हैं, इसके अलावा मल्टीपल अदर सोशल्स, इंस्टाग्राम हो गया, फेसबुक हो गया, यूजुअली वहाँ पे डिफरेंट मल्टीपल जॉब पोस्टिंग हो रही होती हैं. इसके अलावा यू कैन विजिट आप www.linkedin.com. हमारे करियर पेज पे जाएँ, वहाँ पे आपको आइडिया मिलेगा what sort of openings are available and what sort of vacancies are available. You can apply to the relevant domain in which you want to go.
Yeah.
Then
Acha.
aside now already पहले भी हम mention करे थे, please reach us out. You can even directly DM us on LinkedIn, and if you are not getting that prompt response on LinkedIn, you can definitely recruiters की LinkedIn भरा होगा. Like it's
Yeah.
there is a huge applications that are running still in my feed. So,
Yes.
sometimes हमें almost 3 to 4 days लग जाते हैं
Yes.
response देने में भी उनको reach out करने में कि definitely thank you so much for applying. Particularly I'm talking about LinkedIn message. बाकी अगर आप हमारे core www.devzin.com के career page पे जाके apply करेंगे तो definitely will be if your profile gets shortlisted, we will be calling you out for an interview.
Yes, and again, whatever job you're applying for, just research into it well and see ki how much your CV, complies by it. Ki kis tarike se, if your resume looks great, then of course you are going to be, shortlisted. And again, as Hamal mentioned, ki hamara career page hai, and then we have our, HA executives on LinkedIn, and HA executives ki profiles are very already well known. So you guys can always reach out to Hamail and a lot of other great people that are working in HA, and also look out for our social medias for job posting. Again, koi ek smart strategy nahi hoti that will outdo everybody else that also is trying to get the same job role. But I feel like it's more about how much you want it and how much you're trying willing to go out of your way and trying to avail every point of contact for this specific job role. Ashra, Hamad, again, it's a really simple question, but I feel like something that you can really emphasize on is ke, um, what are the common mistakes that fresh graduates make while they're applying for a job and also when they show up on an interview? So this is something, as a fresh graduate, again, I can only imagine ki how intimidating the corporate sector is for them, and also, any industry basically. And people that are taking your interview have had years ahead of, experience than you. So it's always, natural to fumble and everything. So how would you, kind of like emphasize on that?
So, if I talk about the mistakes which usually people do during the interview processes, first of all, lack of preparation. Okay? जिस तरह already अभी थोड़ी देर पहले आपने भी emphasize किया इस चीज़ को that you must have that great knowledge and research about the role for which you are applying, right? First of all, be very prepared. Some fresh graduates fail, to prepare for the interviews by researching the company, understanding the job requirements, or practicing common interview questions, right? Definitely, technical questions, technical questions, they are completely dependent on the technical courses which you have studied in your educational background. So just be very prepared. Secondly, some people do overlook the soft skills, interpersonal skills. So while technical skills are important, fresh graduates sometimes overlook the significance of soft skills. जिसके अंदर again मैं mention करूँ communication है, teamwork है, problem solving approach है, flexibility है, resilience है. They may focus too much on technical proficiency and sometimes ना definitely वो एक eagerness होती है इंटरव्यू एस करने की, ठीक है?
Yeah.
तो उस चक्कर में ना they neglect to highlight their ability to work well with others, to polish the the interpersonal side. So I highly encourage to polish out your soft skills and interpersonal skills as well. Then confidence is very important.
Yes.
Sometimes if we call someone for an interview ना तो बच्चे बहुत डर जाते हैं इसमें यार
Mm.
इंटरव्यू वो एक इंटरव्यू फेयर होता है that's actually something when मुझे लगता था मैं जिंदगी में ना दो काम कभी नहीं कर सकती एक मैं कभी इंटरव्यू वेस्ट नहीं कर सकती दूसरा मैं गाड़ी नहीं चला सकती right those were my fears at that time and trust me Suha and these fears exist and इस चक्कर में ना बच्चे थोड़ा सा लूज कॉन्फिडेंस का शिकार हो जाते हैं
Yeah.
so I would highly encourage them to to not hesitate अपनी nervousness को थोड़ा सा control रखें be very confident और self doubt में ना जाएं right
Yes.
just come up for the interview if you are prepared enough if you are putting your maximum effort and if you are performing at your optimum best level then just be very confident and then sometimes इसी चक्कर में ना they fail sometimes to ask to answer the question as well
Yeah.
और जिसकी जो उनकी परफॉर्मेंस के ऊपर डेफिनेटली इफेक्ट करता है इंटरव्यू परफॉर्मेंस को तो जस्ट बी वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट सेल्फ डाउट का बिल्कुल नहीं हो हेजिटेट नहीं करें नर्वस नहीं हो then you ask some thoughtful questions if you are having enough research on the company enough to do ask some good and good questions to the from the interviewer as well उससे पूछें कि what sort of opportunity it is इस कंपनी का रोल क्या है, मेरा रोल किस तरह अलाइन होगा कंपनी के साथ, किस तरह से मेरी प्रोग्रेशन बिल्डअप होगी, जिसमें ऑलरेडी हमने एक क्वेश्चन भी आया था इसके ऊपर. सो दीज आर सम थिंग्स जो हम इंटरव्यू प्रोसेस के ऊपर फोकस करते हैं कि कैंडिडेट्स हमसे ये पूछें, एंड इफ दे आर नॉट आस्किंग तो वी एम्फोसाइज कि हम एटलीस्ट उनसे ये चीज़ें भी पूछें. So let's try avoiding these mistakes and prepare
Yes.
yourself really very very well. And if you are having that positive impression, trust me, you there is a high probability that you will secure that.
Yes. And again, as Hamal mentioned again and again, confidence is something that will, get you far. How you deliver what you're saying, how you, present yourself in a manner, you can really, really, crack this code of letting the other person know, okay, you probably know everything and you're better than everyone. And again, at the end of the day, we have to shortlist this one person for this one role. So we'll only be able to, do that when we have a candidate that's really out there to present themselves.
And
Um,
confidence जो है ना, that actually becomes the reason to for the
yeah.
candidate to undermine his or her ability to effectively communicate his or her skill and
Yeah.
potential to the recruiter or to the
Yes.
interviewer. Na? So this is very important.
Yes, and again, you could have the best technical skills out there. You could have everything that the company needs, but if you're not able to actually present that, you're not able to sell that, then you're never going to probably achieve what you've been wanting, or getting to your best potential. So really, just work on how you speak and how you present yourself, and inshallah, you'll always you'll see yourself succeeding. Acha, so there's also this one question. Ke devs in Karachi. So people are really, and we also get a lot of this. All most of these questions come from the people of Karachi, and ये question बहुत दफा आ चुका है कराची के लोगों की तरफ से, even उस्मान साहब को भी कि कराची का क्या scene है? When are we coming to Karachi? Can we probably join from Karachi? कोई remote possibilities हो सकती हैं? So please हमारे let them know.
Yeah, definitely. Remote options are available. You can say not 100% remote, but if we will figure it out, KR, the candidate is up to the mark and he or she is the perfect fit for the role. So definitely, we can come up with the role, with a hybrid role as well. And Devs in Karachi soon. Soon, it's in our hands, and inshallah, Devs will be making up another D Tower in Karachi as well for sure in future.
Yes, inshallah. We're already, all over the world, and also in Pakistan. We're in Lahore and Islamabad. So Karachi is something that is a reality that will come true, inshallah. So you guys need to stay tuned, with Usman Saab's social and, our socials here at Dead Singh. Acha, so a lot of people want to ask, के internships कब मिलेंगी? हमें internships कब खुलेंगी? So please, Hamal. This is also a burning question that I get every single live. So I need the EG to answer that, please.
Okay, so we'll be launching our summer internship batch hopefully in by the end of May, or you could say by the start of June. So it will be in between this tenure, and and we'll be definitely updating you guys on our socials, on our LinkedIn's as well. You'll be getting a complete know-how, जिस तरह side by side बाकी तमाम चीज़ों की हम properly advertise कर रहे होते हैं ताकि आप लोगों को एक proper know-how मिल सके. Definitely इस internship program की भी मिलेगी. Or again मैंने mention कर दिया है, it would be in between, you can say by the end of May or by the start of June.
All right. So, as women, we've gotten this very interesting question. So, basically, somebody is asking, how much your gender affects on the role. So, maybe they have had this experience in the previous organizations, and they would want to know about DevZing. So, please, I'll let them know about this.
I think gender doesn't affect anything. Either it's your personal grooming, either it's your professional grooming, right? अगर मैं डिविजिंग की particularly बात करूँ तो we do focus on the progression of our female employees क्योंकि एक इंडस्ट्री you can say एक dilemma है कि organically lead level positions के ऊपर females unfortunately नहीं आ पाती. हमने जब वुमेन इंटेक करवाया था उसका भी कोई मोशन नहीं था to empower the women, right?
Yeah.
Organically, unfortunately, वो basis provide नहीं की जाती women को to grow to the D level position, to the C level position. But no, here in DevSing, definitely we are providing that base to the females. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या blockers आ जाते हैं? Sometimes ये होता है कि यार timings का issue आता है. share हमारी timings की थोड़ी flexibility. We are there to provide flexible times to the females, right? Side by side, we are providing our door-to-door transport service to the
Yes.
boys, and that's I think DevZing has the best female retention ratio,
Yes.
and this is because we are providing that secure place to the female employees. जहाँ पे उनको ये टेंशन नहीं होती अच्छा यार क्या हम सेफ एंड साउंडली ऑफिस पहुंच जाएंगे अच्छा यार अभी 8 बज गए हैं 9 बज गए हैं सो will it be safe for me to travel at this time डोर टू डोर ट्रांसपोर्ट सर्विस है आपको का और फ्लेक्सिबल टाइमिंग्स हैं आपका जब दिल चाहे आप आएँ आप काम करें एंड अगर मैं बात करूँ आप टेक्निकल एबिलिटीज की तो आई थिंक वुमेन आर नो मोर लेस देन मेन टेक्निकल
Yeah.
competencies प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग एबिलिटीज जिस तरह पे जिस स्पेस पे मेल साइड की होती है उसी तरह फीमेल साइड की भी होती है ठीक है एंड डेवसिंग की as such there is no gender description by any means the first female that has joined us she has come up to a lead level position now mashallah, right
Yes.
so it means that there are instances of growth there is a proper place to grow yourself to groom yourself to lead level positions so I
Yes.
think अगर मैं बात करूँ कुछ कुछ जिस तरह मैंने मेंशन किया कुछ पर्सनल ब्लॉकर्स होते हैं फीमेल्स को लेकिन वी आर देयर टू फैसिलिटेट आवर फीमेल्स बाय ऑल एक्सटेंट्स कुछ लोग होते हैं जिस हम there are two offices operation at the moment in Pakistan. One is in
Yeah.
Lahore, the other one is Pakistan. So on and off, definitely for team bonding and collaborations, हमें sometimes Islamabad office को visit करना पड़ता है.
Exactly.
For that, definitely हमारे कुछ कुछ females के लिए concern होता है कि यार हमने अकेले travel नहीं करना, हमसे permission नहीं
Yeah.
लेनी. And even for that, we are allowing a mahram member of
Yeah.
female to come up with us हमारे साथ आएँ आप और definitely उसकी जितनी भी residence and everything that we want to manage तो हम हर level पे जाके females को कोई सहयोग क्योंकि कोई चीज़ उनके लिए block करना there
Yes.
should be another home for them.
Yes. Again, as Hamal mentioned, कि job वैसे तो initial level पे it should not matter कि what gender you are. It should not matter कि a male is getting more chances to be associated with this one designation and the female cannot. So, and I feel like Devsing is so against it. And being in this organization or in this company myself, I've seen that we are so empowered here. And as Hamal mentioned, we have so many services here, again door to door transport, and then even having this I have so many software engineers as my friends, and so they have told us amazing experiences, where if you while your training period we have they are assigned this buddy that mentors them. So even if they want a female buddy, they have the option to switch it out, you know so having these little things and details matter. And so when the details are taken care of, I feel like you feel very empowered. And again, having this building as a home, you will not care what time you are present here, you're protected, and so you're covered even when you have to go back home. So a lot of these things, HA is also the forefront of it. They make sure okay, it is happening. So kudos to you guys who are working hard there as well. Acha, Hamail, so many questions have come and so many people are asking a lot of things. I feel like I might need a second session with you as well. But I would also just want you to wrap the session up with just few tips जो कि आप fresh graduates को देना चाहेंगी, the people that are seeking actively for jobs, जिनको again जब आप job seek कर रहे होते हो, you kind of like are also being let down at the same time. आपको motivation भी नहीं रहती, but कहीं ना कहीं motivation बहुत ज़्यादा भी होती है. So what's the correct way to approach it? Tips and tricks to really make sure you make the best out of your degree and you do well in your career. So please just give these tips.
Right. So I would highly suggest you guys to work hard when it comes to your educational time. Just learn a lot. Definitely, sometimes university में होता है ना तो हमें लग रहा होता है कि यार बच्चे मिस कर रहे हैं
Mm.
ये चीज़ assignment है ना मिस कराओ लेकिन these are the things that contributes a lot in your professional life. So being a student, focus on your learning, on your growth, on your technical abilities, side by side on your interpersonal abilities. Just because मैं बहुत focus करती हूँ and I'm emphasize करती हूँ कि just focus, mainly focus technical abilities के साथ साथ आपका interpersonal side पे भी कीजिए. Attention to detail में जाएं, अपनी प्रॉब्लम ओनरशिप एंड अकाउंटेबिलिटी के ऊपर फोकस करें, कोलैबोरेशंस के ऊपर फोकस करें, साइड बाय साइड डोंट हेजिटेट don't hesitate by saying up anything. हमारे पास यहाँ पे फ्रेश graduates आते हैं ना, तो हम अपने onboarding लेकर we do suggest them कि please don't hesitate to ask anything. Students के अंदर ये fear factor होता है क्योंकि
Hmm.
क्लास में भी ना कहते हैं नहीं यार हमें टीचर से सवाल नहीं पूछना, हमें सर से ही
Hmm.
सवाल पूछना है, लेकिन
Yeah, yeah,
be very confident, be very confident. Your mindset should be a growth oriented mindset. अपनी अपनी skill build करें और अपना vision plan करें where you are seeing yourself by 2 years, by 3 years. I'm not only saying okay यार dipping is everything. No, no. Just focus on yourself. अपना vision plan करें. 2 साल तक 3 साल तक जहाँ पे भी आप अपने आप को देखते हैं, work for it. बस. That's
yeah. Thank you so much for this amazing advice, Hamail. And also, again, at Divsing, our mission is not to attach every single person with us. Again, even as you have said, and as a lot of people from Divsing always say, and Usman Sahab also especially says, okay, Divsing it should not be your end goal. Focus on your why, figure out what you need, and then just go after it and really make
yes.
sure, yeah, just go after it, have a can do attitude, and again have confidence in yourself and everything that you have worked for so hard for in your student year, and now this is the time you actually are going to execute and make the best out of it. Hamail, thank you so much for giving us your time, and thank you so much for answering every single question that the people were telling us to answer, and also what we discussed earlier. So it was really really great and productive session. Would love to have you again, inshallah, because I know that this topic is something that is very near and dear to our LinkedIn audience, especially because they are made of majority of them are basically the fresh grads. So
True.
thank you so much for everybody who joined us as well. Inshallah, I'll see you guys next week with a new topic, with a new guest, something that productive we can talk about. And I hope you guys are having the best Ramadan. So Ramadan Kareem and Allah Hafiz. Thank you so